Welcome to Spanish Fork Channel 17 coverage of the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles as they're on the road tonight taking on the Salem Hills Skyhawks. Tonight's game is brought to you by these sponsors, MVP Sports and the Car Guys. To welcome in, I'm Ryan Pickens alongside Jerry Huffman. And Jerry, a great exciting game on Tuesday night where we saw Maple Mountain, maybe for the first time this year, close out a close one.
Yes, against Provo. That first region game getting under their belt. But now they're coming into Salem Hills and big Porter Gustin.
Definitely a very interesting matchup coming on the road. Jerry, and we talked about it pregame before coming on. This is a rivalry game. Schools are not very far apart. And all of a sudden, I mean, you're in this place. It's a packed house on a Friday night. I don't think you can get a better atmosphere for high school basketball.
No, this is electrifying right here. You got the Maple Mountain kids right in front of us, and right across from them, Salem Hills.
It's going to be a very interesting matchup. You talked about Porter Gustin and just the year he's having. He was at the U.S. Army All-American Bowl last week, now steps onto the basketball court in this one. And maybe a tough defensive matchup. What are some keys to containing Porter Gustin tonight?
Yeah, I think you have to double team him. Just get him frustrated. I believe that if you contain him, he will get frustrated. You know, much like, you know, in the girls' games, they're double teaming, you know, Liz Eaton for Maple Mountain and frustrating her as well.
And so we are just about ready to go for basketball here tonight from Maple Mountain High School, or from Salem Hills High School actually. As we're just about set to go, the Skyhawk just came to say hi to us, welcome us to their school. And so the starting lineups first for Maple Mountain, they'll start Jaron Hall, Cade Paulson, Abe Durant. It'll be Sam Kromenhoek, and then Jake Dixon. On the other side for Salem Hills, it will be Trevor Gasser, Jeff DeGraffenried, Porter Gustin, Tim Fleming. There's one other one that I'm missing. Jerry, once again, I failed to get all four in pregame warm-ups. Salem Hills in their home white with kind of a powder blue, Maple Mountain in the black, and the Golden Eagles win the tip.
How about that Kromenhoek getting up there?
Cade Paulson gets the easy bucket to start this one off, 2-0 Golden Eagles. A quick start for Maple Mountain as the Skyhawks of Salem Hills will control the basketball. The other starter is number 3, Parker Barton.
Now, you know, it looks like the Salem Hills Skyhawks have a little bit of size advantage inside. See if they'll take advantage of that. And I believe that's why Sam Kromenhoek gets the start today. He is very physical down low.
Kromenhoek gets the tough matchup against Porter Gustin, and he steps in and knocks it out of bounds. And the ball is going to go to Maple Mountain. Oh, wow, I like that. You know, Sam Kromenhoek gives you that combination of strength and quickness. Maple Mountain 8-2 overall, 1-0 in Region 8 play. Jake Dixon with the basketball, almost loses it on the Salem Hills sideline. He's going to be double teamed. They reach in and force a jump ball, and possession error will favor Salem Hills. The Skyhawks on the year come in 7-4, 0-1 in region play after losing their opener
to Spanish Fork. You saw that on Channel 17. They lost 61-52 after being tied at halftime. Spanish Fork, you know, put it on their backs and brought home the win.
Here's Fleming, number 34, with the basketball. Durant playing well off him, and he'll get it over to Trevor Gasser, number 10. Skyhawks moving the basketball well, trying to get into the Gustin.
That's a travel.
He goes up and he travels. That's a turnover.
That's exactly what I was talking about. Double team him down low, force some turnovers. He will get frustrated.
You have a combination of Abe Durant and Sam Kromenhoek.
That's exactly what I was talking about. Double team him down low.
A guy like Gustin some trouble tonight. Golden Eagle basketball at the top. There's Jake Dixon. 3 blocked by Gustin in the corner. And a big block that will excite the Salem Hills fans, and the Skyhawks clear.
Now, Porter Gustin, for being as big as he is deceptively fast. His closing speed right there. Surprised.
Gustin misses the 3, and it's Fleming who bounces the ball on the baseline, which is a turnover. And so, just like that, a slow start for Salem Hills. Haven't been able to get a shot to go down. And the Golden Eagles once again will have another possession. 6:11 to go, first quarter. Jaron Hall, the Dixon at the top. He'll take a deep three, and Hall misses that one. Gustin pulls the rebound for the Skyhawks.
I like that, though, that Jaron Hall is attempting to get on the board here in the first quarter.
In the corner, it's going to be Parker Barton. Back up to the top with Gasser, number 10. Looking in to get it into Gustin, guarded by Cromanhook.
You know, I think the Golden Eagles are in better shape than the Skyhawks.
Deep three.
Look for them to run.
Go. Hall gets the rebound, and Golden Eagles to run. Hall runs over somebody, and it's going to be a blocking foul going against Salem Hills, and trying to see a number on who that was. Hall runs over somebody, and
that's
it's going to be a
exactly what Jaron Hall, as the point guard, should be doing for this Maple Mountain team.
I want to say they got Jeff DeGraffenried for his first foul. And that's also the first team foul against the Skyhawks. And Hall hits the first free throw. And we talked a little bit on the other night over at Provo how important it was for Jaron Hall to get off to a good start. And Hall hits a pair at the free throw line. Golden Eagles up to an early 4-0 lead.
Yeah, against Provo, he missed his first free throw, so good omen here for the Golden Eagles. Look at Cromanhook battle down low. I love that.
DeGraffenried and Salem Hills moving the top of the key. Cromanhook, Polson helping out inside. Hall steps over. Salem Hills will have to kind of reset a jump pass in the air. Baseline drive, throws it away. Here's Jake Dixon. Dixon running one-on-one. He's going to go lay it up and couldn't get it to go. Rebound to Durant. Durant gives it to Hall underneath the basket. He gets blocked inside. And here comes Salem Hills almost turning the ball over. DeGraffenried will slow it up. And the Skyhawks will try to set up their offense. We're going to get a timeout, Salem Hills.
So 4-0, Maple Mountain. I'd like to thank our sponsors. At the end of the game, we will have an MVP Sports Player of the Game. MVP Sports, your hometown sporting goods specialist since 1987. 72 North Main Street in Spanish Fort. 801-798-3587, or visit them online, mvpsportsutah.com. You can get customized uniforms, equipment, shoes, and all your sporting goods.
So a very nice start if you're Maple Mountain. You're on the road trying to get off to a good start, and that's exactly what you did. You've contained Porter Gustin in the first, 3.5 minutes of this one, and your defense is playing well.
I like that. You see the backside help come immediately, even when they think about throwing the ball into Gustin. That whoever's on the backside will collapse really fast. It's already caused 2 turnovers.
So a very quick start. Well, maybe not very quick, but a quick start if you're Maple Mountain. And Salem Hills will have the basketball. Up at the top, it's Gasser.
The Golden Eagles still keep trying to take it inside to the trees. They've had a couple swats already. Let's see if we can get some outside game going.
Jake Dixon knocking the ball that goes off of DeGraffenried.
Golden Eagles still keep
and
trying
it
to
will
take
turn
it
the ball
inside
over. So Maple Mountain's Jaron Hall bringing the basketball up for the Golden Eagles. Cade Paulson will pull out to DeGraffenried. He's going to take a long three. Paulson missed that one. Maybe it was a pass, actually, now that I think of it. It looked kind of flat for a shot. They're going to say it goes out of bounds, and it's going to stay, I believe, with Maple. They're conferring about it now.
Yeah, I think that was a shot. I'm not going to give Paulson a pass on that one. It looked like it could have been an alley-oop to Cromanhook, though, but I don't see Paulson passing up a shot.
And so Salem Hills will get possession.
After the 6 threes he hit in that Provo game, I like a heat check early in the game.
Get off to a quick start. Moving the basketball around. The Skyhawks trying to look inside again for Gustin, trying to post up. And so far, that has not been a good offensive option for the Skyhawks.
If Cromanhook keeps playing this defense, he'd get my vote for MVP Player of the Game.
And Porter Gustin gets a pass from Trevor Gasser, and he's on the board here.
And of course, as soon as I say that, what happens?
Quickly going the other way, we're going to have a Skyhawks foul. And it's going to go against, I believe they're going to get Parker Barton for his first personal with a hold.
So I got 2 team fouls for the Skyhawks. None for the Golden Eagles so far.
So Maple Mountain will inbound from their own basket with Jake Dixon. Dixon looking to get it in. He's got to hurry. Does. Durant's going to go baseline and he throws it away. Here come the Skyhawks looking to tie the game. Here's Gustin with it. He's going to take a long two and hits. So 4 quick ones for Porter Gustin, and Salem Hills is back in this one with 3:40 to go in the first quarter. Polson with the basketball. He's going to send it over to Durant to Cromanhook.
You know, Golden Eagles, they average about 12 to 14 points in the first period, so well below their average right now.
In the middle, Polson shoots a 3. That one's off. Gustin pulls the rebound, and Salem Hills looks now to take their first lead of the ball game. Up at the top, it's number 1, Lance Argyle, checked in for Salem Hills. Also in the game is James Nelson, number 33, and the Skyhawks will throw it away.
He wasn't expecting that pass back. He almost got popped in the face with it.
And Bryson Anderson will head in the game now, and Sam Cromanhook will check out.
Let's see who gets the duty on Porter Gustin right here, or on when they go on defense.
Jaron Hall with the basketball to Jake Dixon. Salem Hills very comfortable playing zone. Polson baseline, there's gonna be a blocking foul, and that's gonna be, I believe, on DeGraffenried.
Yeah, DeGraffenried threw the hip out there.
And it is, that's his second.
Nice job by Dixon forcing that.
So now a big decision for Salem Hills if DeGraffenried will go to the bench. No sign yet here with the 2 early fouls. Inside, here's Durant against Gustin, and that one's a turnover. Here comes Salem Hills. All the way to the basket, runs a guy over, an offensive foul going against the Skyhawks.
Oh, nice job, Bryson Anderson.
Lance Argyle came right down the lane, and right there, Bryson Anderson took one for the team. 2:53 to go, first period. 4-4 score. And Hall will set the basketball in the front court. Over to Jake Dixon. Hall and Dixon working the top of the key. Dixon's going to drive, puts up a floater, and he's going to go to the line.
That shot went, didn't it?
And they're going to get Cameron Morris for his first personal. 5th team foul, and Jake Dixon will go to the line to shoot 2. It looked like it was.
Did that go in?
It looked like it was, but puts up a floater, and he's going to the line. I'm honestly not sure at this point. Dixon does hit the first free throw.
Well, they're giving him 2 shots, so it was a shot foul. I guess it might have been tipped by somebody. I don't have my Car Guys instant replay here in front of me.
We'd like to thank the Car Guys for sponsoring the instant replay at 872 North Main Street in Spanish Fork. Give them a call at 801-794-0077 or visit their website, thecarguysut.net. So a pair of free throws for Jake Dixon. And it's a 6-4 Golden Eagle lead. Gustin inside, Bryson Anderson knocks it away.
There's that backside help by Bryson Anderson.
Polson into the front court for Maple Mountain.
They're not going to make it easy for Porter Gustin tonight.
Jaron Hall to Dixon, back up top. Hall thought about it. Dixon will take it. Deep 3 on the way is off. Gustin pulls the rebound. And here come the Skyhawks up into the front court with Argyle. DeGraffenried over to the opposite corner. Now the Skyhawks will swing it back opposite side. Cameron Morris, Argyle, there's a 3 on the way for DeGraffenried. That one's off. Rebound's going to be tapped around, and it's going to stay here with the Skyhawks.
Yeah, Abe Durant tapped that out over Porter Gustin. Looks like he has drawn the golden Wonka ticket to cover Gustin right now.
Rebound's going to be number 20, Dean DeGraffenried checking in, and coming in and going out will be Jeff DeGraffenried. So 6-4 game. And the Skyhawks with control.
You know, I think this slow down tempo favors Salem Hills. Golden Eagles are a run and gun team.
A 3, Nelson missed it, and right there's Porter Gustin. And Gustin has all 6 of the Salem Hills points here in the first quarter. Here's Abe Durant. Durant with the basketball, and we're going to get a foul, and that's going to be the 6th already against Salem Hills. And this one's going to go against Argyle. And that's his second as Garrett Griffin will come in. Argyle will head to the bench. Back in the game will be Trevor Gasser, number 10. So the next foul for Maple Mountain, and you're shooting free throws for the rest of the half.
I like that. Dixon sits down. It looks like Garrett Griffin's in the game for him.
Anderson misses the 3. And the Skyhawks look to take their first lead in the front court. Back across, here's Gustin, tries to split the defense, drops it inside. A nice pass, but couldn't finish was Gasser. Anderson pulls it, and here comes Maple Mountain with Cade Polson. Polson finds Anderson down the key, and he hits the two.
Bryson Anderson. You know, we said it before, this Golden Eagles team can score from anywhere. Anyone, anywhere, anytime.
Back up at the top. Abe Durant drawing the matchup against Gustin. They get it inside, kicks it out. Here's a shot on the way, and it's good.
That is a three.
For Bean to Graffenried, and Salem Hills takes a 9-8 lead. Polson in the front court, back to Hall. 31 seconds to play in the first quarter. Hall gets it over to Garrett Griffin. Griffin cuts baseline, gets it, throws it up, makes it in.
Garrett Griffin.
Not an easy shot, and he made that one look easy.
Maple Mountain takes the lead, 10-9.
Dawson Butler getting ready to head check in. He's heading to the table here with 7 to play in the quarter.
Dawson Butler, 6'5" sophomore.
Gasser with the basketball in the corner, gets it back up top. 3 on the way at the buzzer is off. And at the end of the first quarter from Salem Hills High School, it's the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles 10 and the Salem Hills Skyhawks 9. You're watching high school basketball on the Spanish Fork Community Network. Welcome back to Spanish Fork Channel 17 coverage of Maple Mountain Golden Eagles and the Salem Hills Skyhawks. As we welcome you back for the second quarter, we'd like to thank MVP Sports and the Car Guys for sponsoring tonight's broadcast. As Bryson Anderson couldn't hit, and back the other way comes Salem Hills. Here's a shot from the outside, and it's off. Rebound goes to Dawson Butler. Missing that one was Cameron Morris.
You know, now's a good time for Golden Eagles to attack inside with Gustin out. Excellent move. Excellent move.
Cade Polson.
That hop, skip, step. Sends him to the line. It's going to be on number 20, Bean de Graffenried.
And that's a 17th foul, Jerry, and we talked about it after they picked up their 6th. For their next 7:26 of game action, Maple Mountain shooting free throws on it pretty much every foul.
That's good. You know, and force the issue. Take it into the middle.
Paulson at the free throw line hits the first.
Well, I've got him for 3 points.
Jake Dixon will check in. Jaron Hall will take a quick rest. Polson, number 23 at the line. And the free throw is good.
Golden Eagles 100% from the line tonight so far. 6 for 6.
And a 3-point lead. Skyhawks have Argyle, de Graffenried, Gustin back in the game. Tim Fleming, number 34 in the ball game. And I believe that's Trevor Gasser, number 10, with the basketball right now.
So it looks like they have.
We're going to get a foul here, it looks like, against, and it is going to be against Cade Polson. That will be his first.
So it looks like Golden Eagles are going with height with Dawson Butler on Porter Gustin. Oh, Jake Dixon wants him. Jake Dixon steps in and says, I'll take Gustin. And then gives him back.
So now it looks like kind of a double team duty between Butler and Bryson Anderson is going to be lingering around. Up at the top, it's de Graffenried. Sends it in the corner. Here's Tim Fleming. He's going to turn, pump fakes, puts it on the floor, takes it to the rim, and lays it in. So Fleming with the 2 cuts the lead back to 1 here with 6:37 to go in the first half. Polson goes baseline. He's going to take it to the rim. Looks like the shot got blocked.
He ran into a brick wall right there. No harm, no foul, I guess the ref said.
And they're going to say last touch there by Maple Mountain. Coach Averett not necessarily pleased with the call.
That's your definition of not pleased? I think he was quite ticked. There's a steal by Dixon with the left hand, a little too hard. Oh.
Golden opportunity missed, and the Skyhawks will set up their offense.
You know, you can count on Jake Dixon for a couple steals a game.
Gustin puts it on the floor, and we're going to get a foul. This one going, it looks like, against Dawson Butler. Nope.
Yep. Anytime you put two hands on the defender outside the key, you're going to get called.
Butler's first, second team foul. We're going to get a foul. This one going, it looks like, as it is once again getting loud here at Salem Hills. Here's Fleming with the shot, couldn't go. Dixon pulls the rebound, hits the deck. Loose ball is going to be recovered finally here by Salem Hills.
Oh, Anderson, you got to get on the floor.
Here's Gustin against Butler inside. They're going to, no shot. They're going to say it was on the ground, but I think that might have been Butler's second.
That's all right. You got 5 and you can't take them home.
Polson.
Oh, that's going to be on Cade Polson.
And that's his second foul. Gustin set to inbound. Back up to the top. Here's Cameron Morris, number 2, with the basketball, guarded by Garrett Griffin. Over at the top, moves it in the middle. Here's Gustin with the shot. That one goes long, and Anderson pulls the rebound.
Bueller gets a hand in his face.
Here's Garrett Griffin, pulls up for the long 2. That one's off. Dixon gets the rebound inside and sends it back out to Polson.
He thought about taking it up in those trees.
Dixon this time goes right up against Gustin in the bank
attack
shot.
Mode.
Too strong. And it's Morris into the front court for Salem Hills.
You know, I like that he keeps forcing the issue. Keep taking it inside, Mr. Dixon.
Trying to get it inside. They'll get it into Gustin. Gustin goes up, and we're going to get a foul, and I think
Butler, that's going to be Butler.
And that's going to be his second if it is.
Dawson Butler sporting number 11 tonight.
Inside, they'll get it into Gustin. Gustin goes up, and Sam Cromanhook has just made his way to the scorer's table to check in with 5:04 to go. And Porter Gustin's going to go to the line. Gustin with 6 of the 11 points tonight so far for Salem Hills.
Seems to be a discussion between the refs and Coach Johnny Averitt there. Refs just says, sit down. I've heard enough.
Some frustration, and you talk about that in a rivalry game. Emotions are always going to be running high, and so you wouldn't, as the first free throw for Gustin is off.
He tried a little body English to get that one go in.
Sam Cromanhook back in. Dawson Butler will head to the bench.
You know, I think they were saying that that foul down here wasn't on Polson. They were trying to get it to somebody else.
Gustin misses the free throw, gets his own rebound, and gets fouled on his way up, so he's going to head back to the free throw line. And Jake Dixon just picked up his first, and quickly the 5th team foul, as Abe Durant gets to the table to check in. Gustin at the line, and he makes the first this time. Gustin 1 for 2 tonight at the free throw line.
Jaron Hall back in the game.
And Polson will go to the bench, and Gustin hits the second. .4:55 to go, first half. Skyhawks lead by 1. Jake Dixon with the basketball.
You know, I think this is going to go. To the fourth quarter. It's going to be who has the best endurance. Maple Mountain should win that one.
A deep 3, and that one's short, rebounded by Gustin. Cameron Morris with the basketball, number 2 for the Skyhawks of Salem Hills. Parker Barton, number 3, back in, joined on the court by Jeff DeGraff and Reed.
That's a push off.
Gustin inside, turns around and lays it in.
I think Porter Gustin got away with the push off right there.
10 points. We're going to get whistles on the other end and a foul, which will send Maple Mountain to the free throw line. And we're going to get, it looks like 34, Tim Fleming. Nope, number 3,
Parker Barton.
And that's his, I have it down as his second.
I got that too.
And Hall will go shoot a 1-and-1.
So DeGraff, Reed, Barton, and Argyle both with 2 fouls for Skyhawks.
Hall's first is good, nothing but net.
So Hall's points all coming off free throws. He has 3, going for 4.
Hall's second is good as well.
And Golden Eagles still perfect from the line.
15-14, Salem Hills, 4:11 to go, second quarter. Cameron Morris immediately picked up in the double team. They kick it out at 3 in the corner, and the left-hander is short on that one. Gets it inside. Gustin up over 2, lays it in. Right back the other way, a foul, a travel against Jaron Hall, and could have gone. I could have seen it being a foul against Salem Hills, but I guess the travel came there, and so that's going to be a turnover in the backcourt with 3:56 to go. Morris over to Parker Barton, number 3, guarded by Hall. Morris cut all the way around the court, now with the basketball, skip pass over. Salem Hills willing to slow the game down and content to play for their shot.
Yeah, they're slowing it down. Over half of the Maple Mountain points are off free throws. 8 of the 14 points come from free throws for the Golden Eagles.
Gustin's double team gets it out of his hands. Barton is fouled as he shoots the 3, and he's going to go probably to the free throw line.
That's going to be on, looks like Bryson Anderson.
His hands. Barton is fouled as he shoots his first, 6th team foul. And so Parker Barton will go to the line where he'll get 3 at the free throw line. And the first rattles in and out. At the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name our MVP Sports Player of the Game. You can visit MVP Sports at 72 North Main Street in Spanish Fork. Give them a call at 801-798-3587 or visit their website, mvpsportsutah.com. You can get customized uniforms, equipment, shoes, and sporting goods. Your hometown sporting goods specialist since 1987.
2 for 3 for Parker Barton. 19-14 for the Skyhawks.
So a 5-point lead here with 3:13 to go, and Jake Dixon's going to take the long 2 and miss. And it looks like DeGraffin and Fleming pulls the rebound, and here comes Salem Hills with a chance to extend their lead. Morris over to Parker Barton. DeGraffin Reed comes and gets the basketball. Croman Hook guarding Porter Gustin in the key. Skip pass over to Barton. Barton quickly picked up. Fleming will kick it in the corner. It's Barton for 3. Got it. He hit that shot multiple times in pregame warmups. And he hits the first one there to extend the Salem Hills lead. Croman Hook inside. Here's Anderson, who lost it on the deck. Gets it to Dixon. Goes right at Gustin. No foul call. And Gustin pulls the rebound.
Jump ball.
And a jump ball favors Maple Mountain.
And looks like Gustin is ratchet jawing to the refs. Refs not happy about that. I think Salem Hills coach better sit him down for a while. He's going to lose him for this game and the next.
And they're going to give the ball to Salem Hills. So okay, well, Skyhawks basketball, I guess, at the end of the day. And it's Parker Barton, number 3, with it over to DeGraffin Reed. Moving the basketball here at the top. Parker Barton quickly picked up over to Cameron Morris. Morris back to Barton. And a traveling call going against Parker Barton, and a turnover with 1:59 to go before halftime.
So that's, I think Maple Mountain should continue trying to frustrate Porter Gustin. He tends to be a little hot-headed, gets himself in his own trouble.
Near turnover, Bryson Anderson keeps it. Here's Hall. Inside Croman Hook to Anderson. A little runner in the lane. So 4 points for Bryson Anderson. And Maple Mountain's hanging right there so far. DeGraffin Reed, and his foot was on the line, and that's a turnover.
Great vision by the refs.
We had we're right about where that line is right where I'm sitting, Jerry, and I saw that foot, I'm like, ooh, out of bounds, and then the whistle came. It's about as close as referee I'm gonna get tonight.
You couldn't pay me enough.
Here's Dixon with the pass over on the wing. Durant tries to put it against the smaller Cameron Morris. He loses it, gets it back. Here's Anderson with a jumper, and that one rattled in and out. Dixon pulls the board. His shot gets blocked. And with 1:15, Salem Hills with the basketball. Morris over to DeGraffin Reed. And Morris will pull it back out here. 1:06 to go. Lobs it inside to Gustin.
He continues to push off and get away with it.
Loose ball. Gustin comes away with it. Couldn't get it to go. And we're going to get a foul against Gustin for over the back. And it will be Gustin. That will be his first. And that's the 9th team foul. Now, we said earlier they'd be shooting free throws over the back, and something like that you don't shoot free throws at.
So it's a loose ball foul?
That's what they're trying to say. It's a loose.
I don't know what the difference is, why it wouldn't be a one-on-one.
And so 52 seconds to play. Maple Mountain a chance to cut into that lead. Dixon drives right in the middle, throws the ball away. Cameron Morris with the basketball for Salem Hills.
You know, Dixon a little gun shy after getting blocked a couple times. I say just keep taking it in and see if you can draw another foul.
Jeff DeGraff and Reed, number 14, back up to Barton. And Salem Hills looks content to take the final shot here with 30 seconds before the half.
Oh, stall ball.
DeGraff and Reed over to Cameron Morris, and they'll hold it for the final 20 seconds. Maple Mountain defensively could put some pressure here if they just maybe pressure the ball handler. Now they're going to double team Barton, and they're going to have to call a timeout with 5 seconds to play. Salem Hills will burn a timeout.
Great job by Golden Eagles not letting them run what they want to run.
We'd like to thank the Car Guys for sponsoring tonight's Car Guys Instant Replay. You can visit the Car Guys at 872 North Main Street in Spanish Fork. Give them a call at 801-794-0077 or visit their website, thecarguysut.net. You can go shopping right from their website, look over their inventory, and request more information on their website, thecarguysut.net. So 5.4 Salem Hills basketball. What are you drawing up defensively? First off, I guess, who's Salem Hills going to?
You know, I think I would try and get it to Parker Barton, because you know Golden Eagles are going to be double teaming Fleming and Gustin down low. Should be an open shot for Barton up top.
So 5.4 to play. Salem Hills breaks the huddle with Trevor Gasser coming in the ball game. It's going to be Parker Barton, Jeff DeGraff and Reed, Porter Gustin, and Tim Fleming. So pretty much they're starting 5 in there with 5.4. It will be for Maple Mountain, Hall, Dixon, Anderson, Durant, and Cromanhook. Baseline tries to get it to Gustin, throws up a shot with about second and a half left. Ball goes out of bounds to end the first half. And at the end of the first half, from Salem Hills High School, it's the Skyhawks of Salem Hills 22, the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles 16. You're watching high school basketball on the Spanish Fork Community Network. Back here at halftime on the Spanish Fork Community Network, where the Salem Hills Skyhawks lead it 22-16 over the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles. Ryan Pickens alongside Jerry Huffman. And Jerry, a first half where Maple Mountain started off defensively, containing Porter Gustin, and then he comes back with 12 quick ones.
He does. You can only hope to contain him. I mean, he's a big body inside. And, you know, I think the size difference lets them get away with a lot of things. You know, just a little push off, our guy goes 5 feet to get the ball inside. And, you know, being that big, the refs tend not to call that. But 16 points for the Golden Eagles, they usually have that in the first period. So slowing it down like this, I think it does favor the Skyhawks. But, you know, basketball is an endurance game, and I think the Golden Eagles are in better shape than the Skyhawks, so we'll see.
We saw leading scorers for Maple Mountain, Cade Polson alongside with Jaron Hall, and Jake Dixon did some great things in that first half, attacked the basket, did almost everything he could to try to get a foul or two on Porter Gustin.
He did.
And it just didn't happen.
You know, hopefully those calls will start going his way. I know Gustin had a little run and altercation with the ref, didn't like a call, so I say let's keep getting in his head, get him a little flustered and see what happens.
Right now, as the teams get ready to take the court for the second half, some keys to the second half. How do you go about playing Salem Hills defensively right now if you're Maple Mountain?
You know, I think 22 points is good. I think defensively they did really well. You know, double teaming Gustin down low, making him kick out. I think he got most of his points off second chance shots. You know, or from just outside the key. You know, just around the key. They're containing him inside on first shots, but they need to be able to get that rebound and not give up the second chance points.
So right here on the Spanish Fork Community Network, the Golden Eagles are down by 6. We'll see if they can score and get back in this one to start the second half. You're watching high school basketball on the Spanish Fork Community Network. Welcome to the start of the third quarter here. Maple Mountain Golden Eagles and the Salem Hills Skyhawks. We'd like to thank tonight's sponsors, as this game is being brought to you by MVP Sports and the Car Guys. And we are set, ready to go in this rivalry game, second half, and the energy is still here that we had in the first half, as Jaron Hall has the basketball for the Golden Eagles over to Cade Polson. Polson limited in the first half after picking up a couple of fouls. Golden Eagles in black, Salem Hills in the white and powder blue. Polson loses it to Trevor Gasser, and here come the Skyhawks the other way. Gasser missed the layup, and trying to hit the follow was Barton, but that one didn't go. Polson in the front court against Gustin, leaves it for Croman Hook, and Gustin blocks it. Gustin sends the Eagles the other way. Here's to Graffenried, he hits the three. De Graffenried's first bucket of the night extends the Salem Hills lead to 9. Hall thought about it, won't take it. Polson trying to attack. He's going to get a foul call, and Maple Mountain will have the ball underneath their first.
Oh, looks like there's a little shoulder pushing down low. Nobody wants to give up the spot.
And Parker Barton picking up his third personal, and that's the first team foul here in the second half. So Jake Dixon set to inbound. Dixon will get the ball into Cade Polson. Here's Hall, thought about it again. Polson will take one. And that one rammed in and out. Rebound, they're fighting for it inside. And it's going to go a foul here, it looks like, against Abe Durant and Maple
Durant
Mountain.
or Cromanhook. Let's see. That's 13, Cromanhook.
That would be Cromanhook's first. And there's some clarification here. Cromanhook right now. So Maple Mountain's gonna, it looks like, give Salem Hills some press defense here as Gustin inbounds to DeGraff and Reed. Gustin will bring the basketball up and quickly get it out of his hands to Gasser, number 10. Fleming with the basketball over to Gasser. Gasser looking to do something, gets it to DeGraff and Reed, trying to get around Dixon. Floats it up with the right hand, no. Gustin pulls the rebound inside, puts it on the ground, runs a man over, and has an offensive foul.
Drop the shoulder.
Gustin talking it over with the officials here. And that's going to be his second personal.
You know, you can talk all you want to the referees, but I never see him change a call.
And so Maple Mountain will have the basketball with 6:42 to go here in the third. Jaron Hall is going to try to get this offense set up. Durant, Cromanhook both move to the high post. Here's Hall. And here's Cromanhook for three. That one just off. And Porter Gustin pulls the rebound, gets it out to Gasser. Gasser in the front court. We're going to get, it looks like,
look, a ticky-tack foul on Hall. Jaron Hall, his first. Two team fouls for both teams.
And Parker Barton set to inbound the basketball. Gets it in here to Gasser, number 10. Salem Hills will set up their offense to DeGraff and Reed in the corner. Back over to Barton. Salem Hills content like they have been all game long, slowing the ball down when they've had the basketball.
Well, they got a 9-point lead. They can afford to.
Inside, Gustin with the right hand, couldn't get it to go, gets his own rebound, and we're going to get a whistle.
That should be on the ground.
I believe that might have been Abe Durant, number 30. It's going to be 4, Jake Dixon.
Jake Dixon only with 2 fouls, and it's already the second half. He usually has 3 by the first quarter.
So Dixon, and there's a cut to the basket. A bank shot couldn't go. Gustin tried to get the rebound, but Cromanhook pulls it.
Nice job by Cromanhook.
Hall into the front court over to Dixon. Dixon thought about the 3, tries to get around DeGraff and Reed. Durant, he goes around DeGraff and Reed, takes it on Gustin. That shot is blocked, and the ball is going to go over by us.
So the Golden Eagles continue to try and take it inside, and Salem Hills continues their swap party.
Jake Dixon with the basketball, looking to get the ball in. A 5-second call.
You know, instead of bringing it inside and floating one up, get right into the body. Crawl up the defender. You know, try and draw the foul.
And the Golden Eagles, with 5:34 to go, will use their first timeout. I believe it's going to be a quick 30-second timeout. We'd like to thank MVP Sports for sponsoring tonight's MVP Sports Player of the Game. Visit MVP Sports at 72 North Main Street in Spanish Fork. Give them a call at 801-798-3587 or visit them online at mvpsportsutah.com, where MVP Sports is your hometown sporting goods specialist since 1987.
You know, I don't have a clear MVP Sports contender player of the game yet for Maple Mountain. Let's hope here in the end of the third, beginning of the fourth, we can get someone stepping up.
And right now, with 5:34 to go, you've seen Maple Mountain. They've gone to the press. They've done a little bit of everything here. And so right here, I mean, they've had a hard time with right now as they've gone throughout the night. Porter Gustin will inbound for Salem Hills.
Gustin has the ball, drops it off. Jaron Hall on the defense on Gasser. Barton throws it away. Maple Mountain basketball.
So not a bad defensive possession. It's one thing when you're down. you not just have to score, but you have to get stops as well on the defensive side.
Oh, yeah.
Jaron Hall, number 1, with the basketball. Joined by Cade Polson, Sam Cromanhook, Abe Durant, and Jake Dixon. Back to the top, Cromanhook to Polson. And Dixon takes the 3, and that one's long. Rebound goes out to Gasser.
You know, the Skyhawks are content to play a 3-2 zone.
Gasser's shot gets blocked, and then getting the rebound is Cade Polson, and Maple Mountain will run. Polson.
This is where they need to score points, in transition. Nice job, Cade Polson.
And a foul there. And we'll see here who the foul.
That's going to be Gasser, 10.
And it is. So Gosser picks up the first. Third team foul. Set to inbound is going to be Dixon. Dixon gets it into Hall.
You know, with this 3-2 defense, the Golden Eagles are going to have to hit some threes to crack that.
Dixon down the lane, kicks it out. Durant over Gustin. That one didn't go. Good rebound for Polson. He'll pop right out. He'll lean in and get the foul call, and Polson's going to the line for 3.
Nice job. Smart move by Cade Polson. Get a foul on Tim Fleming. That's only his first, though.
Gustin went for the big, highlight block and missed it, and then it led to Polson able to find a way to get the ball.
Well, he not only tried to block it, but then took off down court, leaving only 4 defenders down here. So Fleming had to come out and challenge Polson on that shot.
So Polson misses his first free throw of the night. He's got 2 more here at the line.
Well, I can't blame him he took a shot.
And he missed the second one as well. So substitution coming for Salem Hills. That's Lance Argyle, number 1, to come in, and Trevor Gosser will head to the bench. So right now, Polson looking to at least get 1 here at the line.
I don't think the Salem fans are aware that the more you taunt Cade Polson, the better he gets.
And Polson couldn't hit any at the line. And fighting for the rebound was Cromanhook, and he dives to the ground, but the ball will be out of bounds to the Skyhawks of Salem Hills.
A great hustle by Samuel Cromanhook. I think for his defense, I think he's a good candidate right now for MVP Sports Player of the Game. The defense that he's done down low on Gustin and the hustle plays.
To Graffenried, he's going to get the foul. It's going to be on the ground.
That's going to be Dixon.
And Garrett Griffin will head to the bench from Maple Mountain, along with Bryson Anderson.
So that's 3 on Dixon.
And Abe Durant and Jake Dixon will head to the bench for Maple Mountain with 4:23 to go here in the third quarter.
Cromanhook still stuck like glue to Gustin.
And getting inside, Tim Fleming gets the bucket to go. Here's Garrett Griffin on the other end. Finds a cutting Bryson Anderson, who floats it up over to Graffenried.
Bryson Anderson with 6 points.
Pressure coming in the backcourt, and loose ball, and it's going to be
a foul on Gustin.
And it is. And Gustin's kind of confused as to what the foul is. That's the 3rd against Gustin.
So let's see if Salem Hills pulls him out. Doesn't look like it.
So with 3:49 to play, third quarter, Garrett Griffin with the basketball. Hall in the corner. And just getting the ball ripped away right there, Tim Fleming. And the Skyhawks have a turnover and a chance to build on their 9-point lead. Argyle with the basketball. Tries to get in, that ball's knocked away. Polson almost got it. Here's Porter Gustin. Gustin runs a guy over, offensive foul, and that's his 4th.
Nice job by Jaron Hall getting set up, anticipating that Gustin would take that drop step and come inside.
And so Gustin's gonna go to the bench, and in off the Salem Hills bench will be Cameron Morris, and with 4, you would think he'd probably sit for the rest of the quarter. A big chance here for Maple Mountain with one of the bigs for Salem Hills on that bench.
Great opportunity right here. I would be pushing it inside, as challenging Tim Fleming. Let's see if we can get some fouls on him as well.
Hall with the basketball, looks for Polson in the corner, 3, and wow, it's very strong, no contact there. The Maple Mountain bench wanting a foul. A very strong no call there, right down the lane. Argyle lays it in. Argyle's first bucket of the night. And it stretches the Salem Hills lead to 11 with 2:44 to go, third quarter.
Looked like a Jake Dixon scoop move right there.
Hall with the basketball over to Garrett Griffin. Griffin over to Kromenhoek. Kromenhoek back to Griffin. Griffin to Polson. Polson lost it on the ground, picks it up. Skip pass over, here's Kromenhoek. Hall thought about the 3. He won't take it. Garrett Griffin, traveling violation. We'd like to thank the Car Guys at 872 North Main Street in Spanish Fork for sponsoring tonight's Car Guys Instant Replay. You can visit the Car Guys online at thecarguysut.net or give them a call at 801-794-0077. And there's an offensive foul going against Salem Hills.
That's going to be on 20. I understand it's a player control foul, so that doesn't constitute a free throw.
Should say any defensive foul. Hall thought about the 3, or Polson thought couldn't get it to go. He's getting heckled pretty good by the Salem Hills student section. 1:55 to go. Third quarter. Here's Morris with the basketball. Back up to the top. Salem Hills moving the basketball around the perimeter. Here's Jeff DeGraffenreid. Over to Morris. Morris going to take a jumper. That one's good.
That's a 3-pointer. His first points of the game, 3 points.
Hall's going to take one on the other end, and that one's long. Anderson skies high for the rebound, out of bounds off of Anderson. And Salem Hills will have the basketball. We're going to get a substitution coming. Abe Durant's going to come in. Sam Kromenhoek will go to the bench. Minute 23 left to play in the third. Bean DeGraffenreid gets it into Jeff DeGraffenreid.
Full court press by these Golden Eagles.
Cameron Morris dribbles through the screen. Looks like he might have gotten away with the carry.
That's one of those calls that up to the official to call. I mean, you could call it almost any play in the NBA.
Ball's thrown away. Here's Bryson Anderson against Cameron Morris. Anderson lays it in.
With the left hand. Nice job, Bryson Anderson. He has 8 points and leads all Maple Mountain scorers.
And that ball's thrown away. Here's Cade Polson over to Anderson, who lays it in.
2 more points. Bryson Anderson now in double digits.
More press coming. Hall gets the steal. A timeout's going to be called, or was there a foul? It looks like there was a foul, and that means Jaron Hall is going to go to the free throw line. Bryson Anderson wants this Maple Mountain crowd to get loud.
And that foul is going to be on Lance Argyle.
And it's 1-1, and you're putting Jaron Hall, who's 4 for 4 tonight, at the free throw line.
All points tonight from the free throw line.
And this is one of those momentum shifts that you got to watch out for. And a substitution, Bean DeGraffenreid will head to the bench, and coming back in the game will be Trevor Gosser, number 10.
So just like that, we're under double digits now.
56 seconds to play. You're scoring now with the clock stopped. If Hall can make the front end of this 1-1. On its way is good.
Tickles the twines, nothing but net. He is still 100% from the line. All his points tonight coming from free throws.
5 points, 5 for 5. Cuts the lead to...
Golden Eagles were perfect from the line until the 3 missed by
that one's off. Rebound
Polson.
by Argyle.
Announcer's curse on that one, I guess.
Down the lane to DeGraffenreid, lays it in. Ten-point game. Hall takes a 3. That one's off. Loose ball is going to be, it's going to be close.
Scramble jump ball.
Johnny Aver trying to get a timeout in there. Jump ball. Possession arrow stays with Maple Mountain. And Caleb Johnson, number 12, is going to come in the ball game. Jaron Hall is going to take what I would assume would be a quick rest here with 30 seconds to go.
Yeah, 30 seconds. I expect him to rest up to the 4th period.
Jake Dixon, number 4, coming in. Cade Polson will take a rest.
So the 2-point and shooting guards for the Golden Eagles take a break this last 30 seconds.
Salem Hills able to break the press. 2 on the way is Long. Rebound goes to the Skyhawks. That one didn't go. Rebound here goes to
Garrett Griffin.
To Garrett Griffin.
Oh, Abe Durant, take that inside, son. You had Tim Fleming on his heels.
10 seconds. Maple Mountain to hold for the final shot. Bryson Anderson will come get it. Here's Caleb Johnson, number 12, with 3 on the clock. He's got to do something with it, and they almost turn it over.
0.5 seconds left.
They'll have less than a second, so pretty much it's just up to a catch and shoot situation. It's going to be Jake Dixon to inbound.
Now, Caleb Johnson's a pretty good 3-point shooter. Let's see if he's got the touch right here.
Dixon looking to get it in, gets it into Durant. Shot goes up with the buzzer, and it's short. And at the end of 3 from Salem Hills High School, it's the Skyhawks 33 and the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles 23. We'll take a break here on the Spanish Fort Community Network, but when we come back, the start of the 4th quarter here from Salem Hills High School. The start of the 4th quarter here of tonight's coverage of high school basketball on the Spanish Fort Community Network. It's the Salem Hills Skyhawks and the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles as we start the 4th quarter with Maple Mountain basketball. Ryan Fickens alongside Jerry Huffman as the Eagles trying to find a way to get back in this down 10. Jake Dixon, baseline drive, throws it away. Here's Jeff DeGraffenery, plays it up, and this turnover here as Griffin comes away with it. Porter Gustin back in the game with 4 fouls. He'll have to be very careful not to pick up his 5th.
Oh, I would go right at him. Right at him.
Caleb Johnson over to Bryson Anderson. Back to Johnson. Johnson finds Griffin on the back cut, lays it up, no foul call. Durant gets it inside, goes up on Gustin and lays it in.
Nice job, Abe Durant. Finally gets on the board.
His first bucket of the night, lead down to 8. Caleb Johnson in. Here comes some pressure on the backcourt, and Salem Hills will break that press. Back to the top of the screen with Gosser. Anderson's trying to get that ball loose here. Try to get it inside. Here's Porter Gustin, lays it in, count the basket and the foul.
So Gustin now with 14 points. Chance for the 3-point play.
And Durant picks up his first. Cade Polson's gonna come back in. Caleb Johnson will head to the bench, so a valuable couple of minutes there for Caleb Johnson to come in and give some of these starters a quick breather. Free throw by Gustin is good.
So he leads all scorers with 15 points.
An 11-point lead for Salem Hills. Polson gets it over to Anderson, thought about it, gets it inside Dixon, guarded by Gustin. Dixon will pull it all the way out. Here's Polson. Polson around Gosser, and that's going to be a foul. And Polson's going to go to the free throw line.
I think that's going to be on Gosser.
We'll wait to see it officially here, and it is.
So 18 fouls, so 1-1 for Polson. I don't believe he was shooting. He missed his last 3. He's 2 for 5 from the line.
And the first is good.
3 for 6 now. So he has 5 points.
36-26, 6:34 to go, 4th quarter. And that one just rolls in and out, immediately getting to Gustin there. And right there, we're going to get looks like a reach-in foul against Jake Dixon.
So that's Dixon's 4th foul.
And right now, Porter Gustin looks like trying to talk about moving the arm there. Cameron Morris gets it into Graffinerita. Morris drops it out of bounds. That's a turnover. A big turnover with 6:27 to go in the 4th quarter.
Unforced error right there.
Dixon to inbound to the top. Polson picked up quickly by Gosser. Here's Bryson Anderson, splits the defense, kicks it out to Dixon. Dixon to the basket, lays it up, missed it.
Too hard.
Anderson tipped it, couldn't get it to go. Fleming pulls the rebound, and out comes Salem Hills.
Oh
big, and that's an offensive foul.
That's an offensive foul. That's 2 on Fleming right there.
It's not just that, he completely threw that shoulder. He didn't even try to make that, try to get away with it.
Down here he was flustered as well. He could have been called for one down here.
Hall and Durant to the Maple Mountain bench. And Salem Hills wants a timeout with 6:10 to go here in the fourth quarter.
So Golden Eagles, very disciplined. You know, I'm getting a little hot-headed myself here on the sideline. So it looks like they got a little more composure than I do.
It's a rivalry game though, Jerry. It's the fun of it, right?
I guess so.
At the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name an MVP Sports Player of the Game. MVP Sports, your hometown sporting goods specialist since 1987. You can visit them at 72 North Main Street in Spanish Fork. Give them a call at 801-798-3587 or visit them online at mvpsportsutah.com.
And our replay tonight brought to you by the Car Guys, 872 North Main Street, Spanish Fork, 801-794-0077. Or visit them online at thecarguysut.net. Shop right from their website, look over the inventory, and request more insight from said website.
36-26, 6:10 to go in this one. And momentum at times tonight has seemed, right now, it seems like it's swinging more towards Maple Mountain.
Yeah, Golden Eagles in the double bonus. Salem seems to be getting kind of frustrated. I would keep attacking. Keep attacking on the Golden Eagles.
Hall with the basketball for Maple Mountain at the top. Goes around the screen, gets out, throws it away. It's a turnover. Cameron Morris with the basketball. Fleming with it.
Immediately Golden Eagles press.
Gets it over to Gustin. Here's Morris around the double team, throws it up, and that one's jumping. Stolen away by Hall. Up ahead, Polson back to Griffin, who lays it in.
Outstanding basketball by the Golden Eagles.
And that was knocked away by Hall. Inside, the ball goes
off,
out of bounds.
That goes off of bounds, off Gasser. Should be Golden Eagle basketball.
And that ball came. I tried my best to stop it, but it cut underneath their table.
And we changed it for the lighter one. Don't tell them.
36-28, Golden Eagles basketball. A chance to pull within 5 here potentially. And right now Cameron Morris is going to come out. And it looks like they're going to bring back Lance Argyle, number 1.
You know, I'm looking over my stats here. I don't see any three-pointers for these Golden Eagles.
Anderson with the inbound, gets it into Hall. Hall will take one here. That one's long. Rebound inside goes to Anderson.
Nice job,
who's fouled.
Bryson Anderson.
Going to the line.
Fouled by number 1, Lance Argyle. That'll be his 4th.
And the biggest thing here, you have a chance now to score with that clock stopped.
Chance to get it down to what? 6 points?
We've seen so much this year, Maple Mountain be on the other side of a close game. Be nice to see them win come from behind, and Anderson misses the first free throw.
You know, I think Golden Eagles have the confidence to do it, especially with the Skyhawks coming off that devastating loss to the Dons.
Anderson gets the second.
Press immediately by the Golden Eagles.
They've had a hard time breaking it tonight, and here for the Salem Hills will break this press. Here's Argyle. Gets it inside. Sends it over to Graffenried. He takes the jumper. That one's off. Rebound goes to Fleming. Right back up with it. Couldn't get it to go. Loose ball. Argyle saves it, and it's going to be finally won by Anderson, who loses it. Loose ball. That's going to be a kick against Maple Mountain, I believe.
That should have been the 5th foul on Gustin. Completely over the back. I don't think the officials want to take him out of the game and have that much of an effect on the game, but you got to make the call.
5:07 to play, set to inbound the basketball. Nearly, his foot almost hit that baseline. Just keeping enough of it off. Skyhawks with the basketball. 5 minutes left to play, fourth quarter.
Golden Eagles have found a new level of hustle right here.
Intense defense coming, lob for Gustin,
and
that's an offensive foul, and that's his 5th foul.
He's been doing that all night.
And he has a surprised look on his face as his mouth is dropped. That is his 5th, and he is having a conversation with the official about it. and that's his 5th.
Well, he's been getting away with that all night. The push off when the ball comes into the entry pass comes in.
Salem Hills head coach asking for an explanation. Gustin has not yet gone to the bench. And right now, a heavy explanation coming. And this is the time when, I know it's a tough call, but if you're a coach, you don't want to give any additional momentum swing here by arguing with the ref and getting a technical. And he is being very animated right now with the officials about this call.
Hey, I think it was a good call.
Momentum has swung over to Maple Mountain for the next 4:50, down by 7. Polson down the lane, over to Hall. Hall picked up by DeGraffenried, and we're going to have a foul. And this is going to go against Fleming, and he starts pleading his case with the officials.
That's 3 on Fleming.
So Durant's going to go to the free throw line.
Double bonus.
Excitement coming here. What else can you expect from a rivalry game but excitement?
You know, you could tell which team is more mentally disciplined right here.
Durant misses the first of a big 2 shots. Durant tonight with 2 points hits the big free throw. Full court press immediately coming. We're going to get a foul in the backcourt against Garrett Griffin. And that's the 7th against Maple Mountain. So now Salem Hills will go to the line and shoot a 1-and-1.
I got that as the first foul for Griffin.
36-30, a low-scoring game. Excitement right now, packed house. A Friday night, I mean, seems like in a sense we should be over at the football field with the atmosphere we have right now. Going to the line, shooting a big 1-and-1. It's good.
Hey, it's warm inside.
And I want to say that's
Lance Argyle.
Argyle at the line. He's got 3 tonight. 37-30. Argyle set to go for his second. On its way, and it's off. Long rebound goes to Polson. Into the front court. Polson will look to attack. Goes all the way, gets a foul call, and he's going to go to the line.
He's trying to get it up. And there's no position there by the Skyhawk defender. That is going to be on Argyle. If that's Argyle, that's his 5th.
And I'm being told, they just said over PA that was his 4th.
I got 5 on Argyle.
But the officials are letting him, I just said that's 5. So Argyle's gone, and Bean DeGraffenried will have to come in here.
So attrition coming in against these Skyhawks. You got Tim Fleming with 3, DeGraffenried with 2, Parker Barton, the 3-point shooter, with 3 fouls. So let's see if the Golden Eagles can take advantage.
Jake Dixon, Sam Cromanhook ready to check in. And Polson hits the first.
Polson now with 6 points.
Garrett Griffin to head to the bench. Abe Durant to head to the bench. The thing is with Maple Mountain, Jaron Hall has 1, Cromanhook with 1, Polson with 2, Durant with 1. Jake Dixon does have 4, but most of the starters for Maple Mountain have plenty of fouls at this point. Polson's free throw on its way is good.
Rolls around, drops.
Full court pressure, try to get it in. Gosser almost lost it, but clears the press.
Oh, that was a travel.
Near turnover. DeGraffenried throws it away. Here's Jake Dixon. Maple Mountain looking to run. Dixon all the way, lays it up, scoop shot, no, couldn't get it to go. Salem Hills gonna run back the other way. Here's Bean DeGraffenried, finds the cutting edge, he lost the ball.
Dixon gets in there. If that's Dixon, that's 5 on him. And I believe that will be Jake Dixon.
And it is. So Dixon fouls out of the game with 2 points on the night. A lot of hustle plays.
But he saved an easy 2 right there.
And he'll have to send Trevor Gosser to the free throw line. So a good night, maybe not points-wise for Dixon, but the thing about basketball, there's so many other stats that you have that can attribute to a good game for a player.
Oh, when he's on the court, you can tell there's a difference in the Golden Eagles play.
Gosser hits the first free throw. 4:15, a 6-point game, plenty of time for Maple Mountain. Gosser's second is good. Hall into the front court for the Golden Eagles. Cromanhook to Cade Polson. Bryson Anderson puts it on the floor, dumps it inside. Here's Durant, Hall in the opposite corner for three. Got it! A big time for a first three tonight, and that brings it to a 4-point game with 3:56 to go in the fourth quarter.
Aver immediately called a timeout. Wants to set up his defense.
Not a bad time for the first three-pointer of the night.
Oh, this I would have liked a few more, but I'll take it when I can get it. Jaron Hall coming up big in the fourth period.
Momentum so big, Jerry. You know, we've talked about it a little bit in the fourth quarter, but if you're at Maple Mountain right now, you seem to be playing with confidence. You have the other team's leading scorer on the bench. And right now, you're forcing turnovers and getting to play your game, not this, slow half-court game.
The Golden Eagles have, they have big-time games under their belt. Pleasant Grove, I know they lost one to Lehigh, but that's still big game. The Provo game, they're able to sustain through the fourth period. So it looks like Maple Mountain has turned a corner and is becoming a fourth-period team.
And right now, excitement filling the gym. Maple Mountain will break the timeout with Jaron Hall, Abe Durant, Cade Polson, Bryson Anderson, and Sam Cromanhook. The Skyhawks of Salem Hills will have Parker Barton, number 3, Jeff DeGraffenried. Also on the floor is Gosser, and they'll get it into DeGraffenried. Picked up immediately by Anderson, ball stolen away. Cromanhook came away with it. Anderson will put it to the floor, takes it up, tried to bake it home, ball tipped it, almost went in. Durant with the follow, it's good. It's a 2-point game. Set to get the ball in is Salem Hills.
Golden Eagles continue to press, which has brought them a lot of points here in the second half.
Here's DeGraffenried. He's going to go to the basket and lays it in. Count the basket.
That's going to be Jaron Hall, his third.
And DeGraffenried, not a bad time to step up and make a play.
I can't believe how wide open that lane was.
So DeGraffenried makes this a 4-point game.
So are they saying 1-1?
No, they said basket good.
Basket good.
One free throw. DeGraffenried missed it. Rebound goes to Cromanhook.
So 4-point lead still.
Polson on the floor, kicks it out. Hall past DeGraffenried. Tries and he throws it away. Salem Hills with the basketball. Here's Gosser with it. Fleming just kind of setting a screen as he walks down the court. Set up, goes around the screen. Gosser over to Parker Barton. Barton with the basketball, gets it over to DeGraffenried. Salem Hills content to kind of pull it out now. Under 3 minutes to play, 4-point ball game. Right around Hall, they're going to send it over to DeGraffenried in the corner. Back over with the basketball.
Salem would be content just to burn all 3 minutes off the clock here. And with no shot clock, they can do it.
Setting it up, and that's pretty much what they're doing, just driving and kicking to the opposite corner. 2:26, and Durant's going to foul. I don't think he wanted to, but I think it just kind of happened. And Abe Durant's going to pick up, I believe, his second.
So that's the double bonus, though, for Salem Hills. He'll get 2 shots. Tuesday, January 13th, Maple Mountain will be hosting Timpview at the Eagles Nest in Maple Mountain. And on the 16th, Wasatch comes to town.
And Barton hits a big free throw. Timpview, I think a lot of people would say, one of the favorites to win Region 8. And that one's good as well. So Barton extends the lead to 6 for Salem Hills. Polson with the basketball against Gosser. Kicks into the corner. Back over Polson. Hall going out into the corner. Polson goes up and a travel. 6-point game.
2:16 left.
Parker Barton set to inbound the basketball. Gets it in, full court press coming. Anderson and Hall has him trapped along the baseline. Timeout Salem Hills, a smart timeout.
Smart timeout, I thought he stepped on the baseline.
And with
on the sideline here.
2:11 to go, what an exciting game. And Jerry, I mean, it's still kind of far from over at this point.
Yeah, just 2 3-pointers away. Tying this thing up. Of course, I think the Golden Eagles are 1 for a lot from the 3-point line.
So, I mean, definitely, you know, a good week. You got Wasatch coming. You're at home both games next week. You got a very good 10th View team coming in, and then you got Wasatch. So, really a chance you'd like to obviously find a way to pull this one out, head into that 10th View game 2-0. But, I mean, at this point, this is a Maple Mountain team. I think they're showing teams in this league or in this region that they can compete.
Oh, yeah. You know, if they let this one get away with them, you know, they're gonna look at the film and say there's a lot of places where they could have scored points.
So the Golden Eagles break huddle, and they'll break huddle Garrett Griffin, Bryson Anderson, Polson, Croman Hook, and Hall. So going relatively small, but definitely kind of more of a defensive probably look out there right now.
When Croman Hook is on the floor, they got their defensive package in. They usually trade Croman Hook for Durant, offense for defense. That's the game that Coach Everett likes to play.
And Salem Hills will have to inbound right in front of where we're at here, right near the bench. Parker Barton, number 3, will inbound it. Screens come, they get it into Gosser, who's picked up immediately by Jaron Hall. Pressure comes, and it goes off Salem Hills. It goes right off Gosser's knee.
You know, a little foot tangle there with Polson. No harm, no foul, though.
2:04 left to play. Hall with the basketball at the top.
Look for Polson to pop out for a 3.
Trying to get it to him, but Salem Hills closed that door. And it's nearly thrown away, but it's gonna be out of bounds. It's thrown away by Maple Mountain, and it's gonna go to the Skyhawks.
Couldn't quite see what happened there. Press again, maybe they can steal it.
Gosser trying to get rid of it. It looks like he almost traveled, and they're gonna clear the century mark. Travel right there, though.
Turnover.
And with 1:45, you know, that's a pretty clear travel, Jerry, when we're sitting at the baseline on the opposite end and we can be able to tell it from here. 1:45 to go.
You know, I would try a 3-pointer, maybe get the rebound. The way we've been scrambling for that second chance points.
Polson drops it to Hall. Hall, baseline kick. Anderson will shoot the 3. Got it! Big 3 for Bryson Anderson. Press
Anderson
coming
with
again.
14 points.
Nearly thrown away, but Salem Hills will clear it. DeGraffenried extends the lead with a big 3.
DeGraffenried answers right back.
Anderson with the basketball. Over to Jaron Hall. Here's Polson. He'll take a 3. That one's off. Rebound goes to Salem Hills. Parker Barton with it. Up to Jeff DeGraffenried. Inside. Fleming lays it in.
Under 1 minute left to play.
Timeout, Maple Mountain.
8-point deficit.
48-40 with less than a minute to play.
Both teams in the double bonus. I think the Golden Eagles need to start putting up 3-pointers here again.
And excitement coming from the Salem Hills student section. They are jumping around. They got their Skyhawk flag going. But there's still, as we've seen at times this year, Jerry, there's still plenty of time left for 55 seconds.
Yeah, there is. You know, we have shooters on Maple Mountain's team. But for some reason, that lid is closed here at the Skyhawk home.
And so right now, a big opportunity for Maple Mountain to try to see if they can't find a way here to see how everything's gonna happen the next 55.9. Hall brings it up into the front court. Goes around the screen, pops a 3, got it!
Got it! Jaron Hall rises up.
Ice in his veins, brings it back to a 5-point game. Pressure comes in the backcourt. And timeout Salem Hills with 40 seconds.
That was almost a 5-second call.
So a very 40 seconds. It's a 2-possession game.
2 straight 3s by Jaron Hall, keeping the hopes alive for the Golden Eagles.
And so you have to kind of wonder, 40 seconds to go. You have some players that have some ice in their veins at this point. Guys are stepping up at the right time.
Oh, they're not afraid to shoot. You know, shooter's mentality, if you miss, you just forget it and shoot the next one.
And right now, I mean, with the way the defense has been playing, Salem Hills has to try to figure out a way not just get the ball in, but then not turn the ball over.
Exactly. Full court, expect full court press again from the Golden Eagles. If they can't get the steal immediately, you expect them to foul.
It's going to be Anderson, Polson, and Hall giving front court pressure to Salem Hills, who I believe is going to inbound it right underneath their own basket.
You know, if I was to foul anybody, I think it'd be the sophomore, Bean DeGraffenried. Put a little pressure on him.
48-43, 40 seconds to go. Parker Barton set to inbound. Gets it into DeGraffenried. Pressured again. Gets it over to Barton. Barton trying to find a way here, trying to clear it right now. And that's going to be a foul against Maple Mountain.
They got Sam Cromanhook on that one, his second.
One more second, and that would have been a 10-second violation and a turnover.
It's a great defense by the Golden Eagles.
And Trevor Gosser to the free throw line, who's been 2 of 2 tonight. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The first one is off. He missed it. Clanked back iron.
So still 2 possession game. He makes this one.
Gosser's second is on its way, and he got it.
6 points lead for the Skyhawks. Let's see if Jaron Hall can rise up once again. Screen and up.
Hall for 3. This one's short. Rebound goes to Salem Hills, and a foul immediately, and I think they got Garrett Griffin.
That's immediate. That's who you want to foul, though. Tim Fleming.
And they got Bryson Anderson actually with the foul, number 32. That's Anderson's second.
I don't think anyone for the Golden Eagles is close to fouling out right now. Jaron Hall has the most with 3, since Dixon has already gone.
And Tim Fleming will go to the line here. Fleming's first is good.
So 21 points, 7-point lead, 3 possessions, starting to look pretty grim.
And Fleming's second is good. 51-43, 17 seconds to go. Anderson for 3, that one's off. Rebound goes to Cromanhook, he's gonna save it. Hall for 3, and he passes it up. Polson will shoot it up with 7. No foul call as Polson hits the deck. Loose ball, Salem Hills, and they'll be fouled here with about 2.3, and that should be Garrett Griffin this time. And it's not, it's gonna be Bryson. It's got Cromanhook.
So 8 points, 2.3 seconds. The math does not look good.
And right now,
but a valiant effort by these Golden Eagles.
Bean DeGraffenried will go to the free throw line for 2. And a chance with both, he can make it a 10-point game. First one is good.
You know, and the score does not tell the story of how close this game was.
It will be interesting here. Meeting number 2 this season back over at Maple Mountain.
You know, last year both games went into overtime. Both region games between these two teams went into overtimes. Of course, they didn't have Guston for any of those games.
Anderson at the buzzer doesn't get it to go. And the final score, Maple Mountain 43, Salem Hills Skyhawks 53. The Skyhawks able to win here on their home court tonight.
You know, and I tell you, the score does not tell the story of how close this game actually was.
So we're going to take a quick break. Then when we come back, we'll wrap it up. You're watching high school basketball here on the Spanish Fort Community Network here at Salem Hills High School. Our coverage tonight of Maple Mountain High School basketball here on the Spanish Fort Community Network from Salem Hills High School tonight. The Skyhawks victorious 53-43 over the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles in a game in which at times Maple Mountain really looked like they had an opportunity.
They did. When Guston went out of the game and the Skyhawks were looking flustered, Maple Mountain was able to take advantage. I think they got within 4, but then it ended up 10 points. 10-point spread at the end there.
And I mean, a good opportunity for Maple Mountain. I mean, you know, a chance here, not the result you want. You never like to lose a game, but every now and then an early league loss kind of propels you further ahead. in the next part of the region schedule.
It could help you. It could help Maple Mountain refocus. Game coming up against Timpview next week, and then Wasatch. So hopefully there is a silver lining to this dark cloud.
A game tonight in which, really, for Maple Mountain, you had Porter Gustin, the leading scorer tonight for Salem Hills. You had him on the bench. He fouled out early on in the fourth quarter, and just kind of one of those things tonight. You just couldn't get everything rolling right at the right time. You have to think if there's maybe one more quarter in this game.
Oh yeah, definitely. If one more quarter, they definitely would have broke it open. But it was just too little, too late for the Golden Eagles.
We'd like to thank our sponsors tonight, the Car Guys, for sponsoring our instant replays, and also MVP Sports for our MVP Sports Player of the Game. And I think tonight, when you look at Maple Mountain and you look at the spark that he provided with some early points, Bryson Anderson had a great ball game tonight.
I think so. It could go to, Sam Cromanhook for his defense on Porter Gustin down low. He did a great job. Abe Durant also did a great job inside. Hall and Polson, both, with good points, but also played great defense. But overall, I think you do have to go with Bryson Anderson.
Anderson came in at a time when Maple Mountain was having a hard time scoring. He comes in off that bench,
drops 13 points,
and then all of a sudden just gets two or four here, goes back to the bench, comes in a little bit later, gets 2 or 4 more. Didn't come in and score all 13 like that.
Well, he got a lot of benefits of the turnovers. Other people would turn it over and they would feed him, and he'd be inside, easy layup. So overall, team defensive effort, but we can just give it to Bryson Anderson. He can represent it for the whole team.
Bryson Anderson, our MVP Sports Player of the Game. Game tonight, as you can catch replays of this game on our YouTube page, youtube.com/SpanishFork17. We thank you for watching tonight here on Spanish Fork 17. The coverage of our game tonight, where Maple Mountain loses on the road to the Salem Hills Skyhawks 53-43. Maple Mountain back in action here on Spanish Fork 17 on Tuesday night when they're at home for the Timpview Thunderbirds. For the Spanish Fork Community Network team, I'm Ryan Pickens signing off. Hope everyone has a great start to their weekend, and we'll see you on Tuesday.